Welcome to the Fearless Queens podcast for anyone looking to expand in abundance, success, and love every single day.
We are your hosts, Tina
And Sara,
two women on a mission to heal the world one person at a time.
welcome to another episode of the Fearless Queens podcast. I'm your host, Sara.
And Tina.
Today we are talking about the I get to's in life rather than thinking of the I have to's. It's been on my mind a lot lately, just my friends and what I've gone through in the past few months is realizing all the things that I get to do and having a different mindset over, doing the laundry, taking my dogs outside, going to the grocery store, all these things that we have to do as human beings and we have responsibilities, but switching the mindset of the I have to's and changing it to I get to. Like I get to go outside and go on a walk today with my dogs. I get to go to the grocery store. I get to go get my oil changed in my car. A lot of times, all of these things that happen in our life feel like such a burden and that we never get a break. But some people can't even get out of bed, guys. Like some people physically cannot walk. They physically cannot go to the grocery store themselves and they can't go get an oil change and they can't go walk their dogs. Having a different frame or a different lens of the world and saying like, I get to go do all of these things.
I also think that it's a comparison thing too, right? Like I'll have people, well, I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to do this. Well, you're only creating more of what you're saying.
Yes, thoughts become things. Like our thoughts become our words and then our words become our actions. And once our words are put into the actions, game over. So it all starts with how we're talking to ourselves, about other people. It really all starts with your head. And if your headspace can be switched into the I get to mode rather than I have to or I used to or I don't want to, you have the privilege to wake up every day and go work out. You have the opportunity and the ability to go take care of your children. There's so many things that burden us like, oh my gosh, I have to go take care of my grandma. I have to go take my kids to school and the dentist today. I have to go, do this interview at work. But you get to do all these things. That's so amazing. Like that God has given you the ability to be a mom or a father, that God has given you the ability to drive the car or to be the boss at your place. So many other people, I guess it's just staying humble, realizing that not everybody gets the opportunities that you do in life, and to be grateful for what you're given and what you have, so then in return, you have the ability and the capabilities to receive more.
Well, and I think it's also perspective. So whatever you think, as we just talked about, whatever you think about is kind of what you bring about. And if you can change your perspective to, okay, maybe today I can't run as fast as I did 10 years ago. Maybe today I can't move my body like I did 10 years ago. And I'm just, because I'm in the fitness field, I train, that's why this is fresh on my mind. And I have a lot of people who speak a lot of negativity to themselves while they're working out, looking at my chapter 28 of my journey and comparing themselves. And so here's the thing. If you are moving your body, if you are getting up, if you have been woken up today, if you have breath in your lungs, then you get to enjoy your day in whatever way that you choose. And it's all about having a better mindset and a better perspective and looking at things differently, because here's the thing. You can choose to think anything you want, essentially. And we have been conditioned to think up until this point of my life is a collection of my thoughts the previous 39 and a half years. So why wouldn't I want to choose a different frame of mind, a different mindset? And so I have recently as well with the community I'm a part of in Pruvit, like they also teach you the get to and the have to. That's why it's kind of cool you brought this up, because I love talking about this. I can look at things from the perspective of, oh my gosh, I have to pay for gas. That's always one thing for me. I get so frustrated. Oh, I have to pay for gas. And it's like, as crazy as it sounds, no, I get to pay for gas. Like I sometimes have to pick people up who don't have a car. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm complaining about getting gas when I have the funds for it and I'm able to do it and I have a car and I'm blessed with so many things that have brought me to the point of being able to, use my hand that I have, use my arm that I have, use my legs to drive my car to the gas station to get gas. And it's not about the gas, you guys. Like, it's not what we're talking about. It's about having the opportunity to get to do these things.
Absolutely. Like, you get to do the hard things. You get to go on a run. You get to dream so big, and you allow yourself to either feel like you have to do all of these things that is, given in the world. Like, you got to pay the taxes. You got to do the job and all these things, but you get to do all of that. And once you are grateful that you get to do all these things, then you're given another opportunity to do more, to get more, to be more.
Hey guys, Tina here. I am super excited to share something with you that has been incredibly beneficial to my day. It has helped with so many things for my mood, my energy, my sleep, my skin, my focus, all the things, and it's super clean, which is very, very important to me. If you want more information, I would love to share it with you. Send me a message on my Instagram. My handle is Tina M. Kafka, or there is a link in my bio. I'm super excited. I want to hear from you. I want to build a relationship and help you to create the best life that you want, meant for you. Bye, guys. Absolutely. And even paying taxes. If you pay taxes, that means you have a job. That means you're working. That means your body can move and perform an activity of whatever. That not everyone has the ability. Not everyone has a job. Not everyone can get a job. And so, like, even something as silly as I get to pay the taxes. Yes, absolutely, you get to. And the more money you make, the more they take. Well, how awesome is that you're making more money, that they get to take more money? Like, it's all about perspective. It's all about your thoughts. It's all about what you think. Why wouldn't you choose to think better?
Absolutely. Like, you get to decide who you hang out with. You get to decide what your goals are and what your dreams are. And you get to decide whether or not you're going to wake up and be hateful and bitter and disgusted with the world, or you get to wake up and be grateful and excited and happy and joyful. Like, we get to decide our attitudes. Like, we get to decide the thoughts in our heads. And this wonderful woman that I met, she had a hard time understanding. Like, I think I literally bashed her on the head, in a great kind way, to have her understand that we are in control of our thoughts. As much as we think that they just come flying in us, it's in the Bible.
Proverbs 23:7.
That our thoughts become things. Take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. Meaning that if we're thinking something like, oh, I'm ugly and I'm fat and I'm unworthy of any love, then that's what I'm going to portray and act like in the world. And then I feel like I have to do all of these things because I'm unloved, unworthy. And I'm just telling myself all of these things that aren't really true. They're lies. We are fighting a battle, and it is not in between me and somebody else in the flesh. It's me and the spiritual realm.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe you're talking about Romans, I think it's Romans 4:8 maybe, or it's whatever is true, whatever is honest, whatever is noble. Think these things, meditate on these things. And so anything, you could literally say about almost anything that you get to do this. I mean, when I stress out about having to wake up and go work out, I have legs that move. I'm not confined to a freaking wheelchair, you guys. Why would I not get up, go outside, get some fresh air? There are people who don't have fresh air in the world. Think about it from a different perspective. It's not about being better or worse or having less or more or anything like that, but think about it from a different perspective. You have the ability to stand up and move your legs, and maybe you don't have the ability to stand up and move your legs. I don't know where you're at. I want to be sensitive to all people in all situations, but if you can't walk because you're in a wheelchair, what joy do you get to bring to the world?
Yeah.
Because there are people that I have met that have no arms or a half of an arm or whatever it is, and no legs. Literally, he has no legs, and he is choosing to live a better life because he doesn't believe that that's going to hold him down. And he's accomplished more in his life than people with all working limbs have accomplished. So it's literally what you get to do every single day.
We are the stories we tell ourselves. So what story do you get to tell yourself? What are you? Who are you? What do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? Because you get to decide if it's going to be for the good or for the bad.
Well, and if you're thinking to yourself, well, that's absolutely crazy. I can't be this, or I can't be that, or I don't have this, or I can't afford this, or whatever. Here's the deal. If it's put on your heart, if it's put in your mind, just go ahead and write it down and journal it, because it's there for a purpose. God put it in your mind for a purpose. And even if you don't feel like it's attainable, if you can't at least write it down, then you're never going to reach it. You're never even going to come close to it. So if you have fingers, and if you have a pen, and if you have paper, then you get to write down your dreams and your goals. And here's the thing, based upon the Bible verses that we've given you, the information that we've shared with you, if you start writing this down, you're going to start getting more ideas. You're going to start wanting to act in that way. You're going to start viewing your life differently, because you're like, whoa, I am thinking this way. This is really exciting. Even if you can never achieve what your human mind thinks you can't achieve, I promise you, you start writing stuff down, you start changing your perspective, you will see opportunities all around you. When I have gone out and we did 75 Hard, we've both done that. It's amazing. The opportunities that I have experienced to connect with people based upon just doing 75 Hard, the people that I've met on my walk, the relationships that I've built solely on doing 75 Hard, forget what it is, forget about the 5 steps, but the relationships that have been built and the things that have happened that I've gotten to do because of that is so powerful. When I first heard of 75 Hard, I'm like, that's insanity. Who would do something that stupid? Like, that makes no sense at all. I could never do that.
Okay, for people that may not know what we're talking about for 75 Hard, let's explain that for a brief moment of what it is.
Yes. Andy Frisella, who is just a powerful powerhouse, he went through some shiz in his life at a young age, and he decided he's not going to sit around and, he's going to do what he gets to do, not what he has to do. And he completely shifted his life. And in that journey, he came up with something called 75 Hard. It's free. It's literally free, and it will change your life. I've done it 5 times, and it's been amazing. Even to this day, I still connect with people who did 75 Hard. It's 5 things. Drink a gallon of water a day. Yeah, that's a lot of freaking water. I tell you what. But my skin was amazing. My digestive system was amazing. A gallon of water a day. You take a progress picture every day, not to post on social media and be like, look how hot I am. It's to watch your progress throughout those 75 days. And then also it's choose a diet, not to be on a diet. It is to see, can you stick with one specific meal plan for 75 days? It's a lot harder than you think, just to stick with it. And then 2 workouts a day.
One has to be outside, no matter what.
Yep, must be outside no matter what. Rain, shine, snow, sleet. I've done it in all. And you know what? Like, people ask me, oh my gosh, what do I do? It's raining. You go outside and you walk in the rain. Like, that's what you do. And it's actually really refreshing and fun. It builds your mental toughness.
It does.
And then
reading for 10 minutes, a nonfiction book.
Entrepreneurial self-help book. 10 minutes a day, and then no alcohol?
Yeah, no drinking.
No alcohol. Yes, no drinking. I know I've lost a lot of people at that one. However, maybe not, I hope not, but those 75 days that I did that completely shifted my mental toughness. It is literally a mental toughness.
Yeah, I did the same thing, and I did that all. My diet was not going out to eat, and it forced me to learn how to cook, because I was not placed on this earth to cook. But here I was learning what to do, and I got to do that. I get to do this. 75 Hard also taught me a lot about alcohol in the world, and that's why Sober October is so easy for me now. Sara, before 75 Hard, I was drinking because that's who I was around. That's what everybody was doing socially, celebrating, sadness, whatever. Like, oh, let's go grab a drink. Then when I was in 75 Hard and I physically told myself I was not going to be doing this for 75 days, it made me realize how much, and we live in America, how much it is forced upon society, that it's so much the norm that it's oh, you're not drinking. So many people would come up to me and be like, oh, you're not drinking. Just weird looks and, well, why? And thank God, I don't have a drinking problem. But what about all the people that go to places and they don't order a drink and then they're asked why? I just felt like that was so inappropriate. It's none of somebody else's business to know why or why not you're drinking. We were at a place and they were giving out free samples, and she came back at us 2 different times, was like, I can't believe you people turn down free booze. Who does that? And it's me.
That's another example of choosing what you get to do.
Absolutely.
It really is. Like, I don't not drink and judge other people. I don't not drink because that's what I'm choosing to bless my body, right? And so that's what I get to do. And a lot of times what you can say to people when they ask you that, just in case anyone on here is wondering, say, why do you drink? Why do you drink? Like, let's see what they say. They'll probably make a joke and, oh, I don't need to, blah, blah. I didn't say you needed to. I said, why do you? Oh, it's just fun. So you have to have a drink to have fun? Sounds like something deeper is going on. However, digressing.
I love striking up a good conversation with someone about their clothing style. That's why Versed is so unique. Their clothing and lifestyle brand sparks up conversations that shed light to our community wherever you are by being the salt and light. Get 15% off with our coupon, capital Fearless Queens. Again, that is capital Fearless Queens. Head to the link in our show notes or on the socials to get your Versed apparel today.
It goes back to what you get to do, what you get to bless your life with.
Yeah, we're here to just help put a little light on the mindset switch to help you reach your goals and ambitions and your dreams of what you want to do and how you get to do it all. But first, you got to change the dialogue in your head. If you're waking up every day, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that, then let's start with, let's wake up and I get to greet this day with love in my heart.
I was just going to say that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yes, you wake up in the morning with gratitude. That's amazing.
Yeah, it changes your day. It changes your mood.
If you don't know where to start with the I get to, if it seems hard or you keep, saying I have to and you keep punching yourself for it, just think about this one step. When you wake up in the morning, your first thought is that of gratitude, which a simple statement is, I greet this day with love in my heart. How could you even have a bad thought? You can't. You get to have good thoughts. So that's my one takeaway. I think that would be really helpful for you to start your get-tos is I greet this day with love in my heart the second you wake up.
Yes. We get to greet this day with love in our heart. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you found this informational, helpful. Drop a share, a like.
And if you did, if this added value, if you feel like you're going to use this, tag us in your story and just put greet this day with love in my heart.
Yeah.
Let's just spread love and joy in the world and positivity. I think we can all agree the world needs positivity and love.
We get to spread the love and joy. Let's do it together, guys.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.